But without further ado, Dr.A from Cybersecurity Malaysia.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Just to share with you on our latest project is about 5 months old. It was mooted last year. I shared it during APNIC 38 last year on the introduction on the framework that we already devised. So this is not an easy project. But after doing some groundworks together with Microsoft and other stakeholders, and we foresee that this is doable. Most probably, people will say that it is big aspirations, but because we feel the heat on the ground with regard to malware infections, a lot of variants, and also APTs. So it is timely, it is important for us to embark in the project. And they call it coordinated malware eradication previously. And I've had a lot of dialogue discussions with law enforcement agencies. And they say that if it remains only eradication, and the cyber criminals would be able to improve their infrastructure. So most probably they would like to see some sort of, apart from eradication, to be along with eradication is remediation. How do you prevent from future infections? So this project is, through APCERT, is a Department of Cybersecurity Malaysia. So hopefully it's not only CERT, technical solution, but also we can embed or work together with forensics, because when we sat down with DCU, Digital Crime Unit of Microsoft, so a lot of law enforcement agencies involvement together with CERT communities. So hopefully together with CSERT, CERT, and also forensics, we are able to kick off this project, and hopefully it's going to be successful. And I'm just going to skip on this introduction about myself. You can know more from the website. So the agenda of today is, I have about 7, but most importantly, I just want to show that to highlight that CMERP objective, as we know that all of us do not want malware infections, virus infection. We want to get rid of it. So it's just like a cat and mouse game. And just a bit of background works on the ground issues with regard to incidents and statistics. Most importantly, the framework, how do you engage? How do you calibrate, and at the end of the day, how do you coordinate? Yeah, and the metric itself, how do you extract from the framework? And hopefully someday, because this is just, as I said earlier, is 5 months old project, we'll be able to develop a system. Yeah, and we have done APCERT, Malaysian Computer Emergency Response Team. We have done a lot of grounding works before it could really become a national project. Yeah, we have to do a lot of things on the ground, and officially then we can do the campaign or to kickstart at the national level. So till today, we have get industry to involve with us together with academia, because when it involves algorithm, matrices, and whatnot, data mining, AI, so we have to get the expert from industry, from the academia. So a lot of R&D works, yeah, because we just recently launched our cyber forensics X lab. Yeah, we are okay in terms of operations. We have done that for the past 10 years, and with research, we want to give fits back to the operations in terms of any issues that they face on the ground. So we are involving in research development, and also hopefully, some of it will be open source and free, and some of it will be can be commercialized. Yeah, and there's a lot of talks in the academia industry with regard to forensics, big data approaches to forensics, because we are getting a lot of fits. We have our own HoneyNet. We have done some a bit of we have revamped, yeah, to keep up with the evolution of technology, together with open source, and also at the same time some commercial, just to get some differences between the two in terms of performance and features. So we are just doing that, yeah. And later I will share with you on the conclusion. So the vision is, I think, same goes to everybody in this room, is to build a secure cyberspace, and secure and resilient cyberspace. That is our ultimate vision. So one of the objectives you can read, I've already uploaded my slide, is to reduce the number of bot and malware infection in Malaysia. Yeah. So in short, this is really our task on the ground. A bit of information with regard incidents on the ground. For your information, early this year, our Malaysian Airlines system has been down for a couple of hours. So something had happened. It's not really, it's a big system, and they have their own vendors and contractors. And at the end of the day, it's just like DNS hijacking. But in terms of personal opinion, we might know, we are just afraid that most probably, yeah, the lizard squad would have planted something. It's just precaution on the ground. So it's just to inform the audience here that we're already feeling the heat. The APTs, they are already inside the system. Yeah. And we can see the C2s from here and there, as mentioned by my colleagues earlier today. And how do we apprehend, how do we catch the cyber criminals? It's just like a magic, something that is quite difficult. We can know where is the C2, where is the location, the IP and whatnot. But how do we really apprehend the cyber criminals? It's a big task on the ground to make it happen. So APT is already in the system, so we have to do something. With regard to financial incidents, Zeus banking malware, unfortunately, if they infect my system, it's difficult for me to tell. Yeah, let alone those people, the users, the consumers on the ground. It's difficult for them to ascertain that they have their system, their laptop and handphone is being infected. So we have to do something, yeah. And I think all of you know when the browser, man-in-the-middle browser attack is so sophisticated in terms of cases or incidents on the ground, it's very difficult. Yeah, we need to have some kind of automation or prediction in the future. Yeah. So how do we assist internet users on the ground? This is with regard to cases that APCERT reported to our Cyber 999 program. We have a program called Cyber 999. It's just like the 999. If they have something with regard to internet incidents or even forensics, they can come to us. As you can see that apart from fraud, the motivation to monetize, yeah, and all other things with regard to malicious code intrusion and whatnot, yeah. And for your information, it is increasing from year to year, and we have to do something. Are we, okay or not in terms of technology or deployment or method, techniques that we currently have, we have to beef up, we have to improve. And numbers of infections in Malaysia, as you can see, 2013 is 2.8 million, 3.2 million. How do we do that? Can we do it manually? We have to do it automatically. It's almost impossible to do it manually, but most probably it's a combination of both. Yeah. So this is just some of the feats that we have. For your information, we have tied a collaboration with Microsoft under digital crime. We call it a CTP. It's a threat intelligence program, and they will be able to give us the numbers of infections relevant to which sectors. So these are just a good fit that we get from our collaborators. But that's not enough for us. We need to verify, and we have our own HoneyNet system to verify whether this is okay or not. I'm not saying that Microsoft is not okay, but on the ground we have to do just that. Yeah. And this is a 5 months old project. Again, from the framework I've presented during APNIC about 5 slides. Yeah. So this is just some of the developments that we obtain over the 5 months. So this is the framework, and I believe every Asia economy or country, you have your own approach, your own framework, but in terms of literatures, because I'm just hybrid, very operational, and also some academia, perspective in myself. So I've done a bit of literature review, and I could not get information. The best I could get is from Dave Dietrich, and it's just like a very, at the abstract level. So this is the best that we could have come. If the audience here, you have more and you have more ideas, you are most welcome to contribute to email to me. Yeah. So 5 important components. Forensics analysis. Yeah, it's a combination of CSET, SET, and also forensics, because we need to apprehend the cyber criminals. And from forensics analysis, data feeds, and our own HoneyNet system, we are able to understand the threat coverage. Yeah, and we are able to respond on the ground. And hopefully, at the end of the day, it's just like a crystal ball. We will be able to prevent, to have some kind of predictive analytics in the future. And the rest is just a straightforward target audience, enterprise, end user, financial sector, or any CNI sectors that is being affected. Hopefully, we can kickstart this year, and some kind of information can be shared during our conference in September, cybersecurity conference together with APCERT and also OIC CERT. So eradication, and hopefully the remediation, we can do something. It's not just only eradication. So extraction from the framework, yeah, the 3 most important thing is to detect. You must be able to detect. It's just that your normal health, yeah, you must be able to detect what illness that you have, and to respond. And at the end of the day, another thing is to prevent, yeah, the crystal ball. How do we come up with a crystal ball to be able to prevent all these incidences, cases on the ground? And this is just a bit of information with regard to a concept, a system that we'll be able to gather all those data feeds, yeah, from our collaborators, from and our own system, and we'll be able to analyze and understand the threat landscape, especially in Malaysia, because hopefully this is going to be a national project, and to be able to isolate those users or enterprise and to assist them to clean up, yeah, so that they are able to be connected to the internet again. And the analytics, I'm really working with those industry experts to be able to contribute so that we are able to know something in the future. So a bit of information on the project phases is not easy. Personally, I felt that it's not easy. How do you govern it? How do you manage it? Yeah, in terms of to get acceptance or buy-in from the stakeholder, and let alone technical. Yeah, technical is very complex and it's quite difficult. Yeah, the infrastructure of the cyber criminals are too sophisticated. Legal, yeah. How do you use legal? That's why I want to understand how Microsoft did it with regard to rootstock, takedown, and the latest one is Remediate. And project duration is not 1 year, yeah. Most probably 3 or to 5 years. It's gonna take some time. And apart from that, money, as mentioned by you, yeah. If you don't have money, you cannot talk so much. And Kickstart, we have done the works on the ground is quite important. And to get the buy-in from stakeholders, engagement, collaboration, and at the end of the day, with mass data, you'll be able to coordinate effectively and efficiently. Yeah? And at the end of the day, is to review the project, and I hope to share something if you decide to come to our conference at the end of this year in September, so that we are able to understand the threat landscape, and especially in Malaysia. Hopefully it can be also, you can get some kind of information and be able to take action within your country. So I already got the buy-in, yeah, the acceptance to work together with our local ISP, domain provider, Microsoft, National Microsoft. We already signed a pact with them, FireEye. We have our own open source system, just to to understand the difference between the two, so that the information is very good. Yeah, Fortinet and Trend Micro, as you can see, different perspective, so that we could to have a strong understanding with regard to malware infections, and not to leave those researchers from the universities. We have signed MOU with University of South Australia. Yeah, I'm third quarter Aussie. Yeah, so I have to sign with them. I've been there for 3 years. Surrey University and our local universities, and we have done a lot of research, not only HoneyNet deployment, big data analytics approaches to forensics. And we have done a lot of research in vulnerability to understand technologies, operating system, networks, and whatnot. So at the end of the day, this is what we envisage, or this is our aspirations, to have a big data analytics systems within our facility, and all those massive of data that we gather from our counterpart and also from our own system. How do we analyze all those informations? And hopefully, it's just like a crystal ball. We will be able to understand what's coming forth today. Coming forth tomorrow, we understand it today. Yeah. This is my last slide. Yeah. I'm okay with the time. I need to know to understand with the system that we are able, hopefully in the future, to build our own cyber threat intelligence report, yeah, malware, biometrics, and whatnot. National, international corporations to combat against cybercrime. This is very difficult. I mean, in our own country, how do we coordinate? How do we cooperate with each other? Let alone at international level, yeah. How do we cooperate together? This is a big issue, yeah. And enforcement, just to test the enforcement, because it's just like DSU when they take down Remediate or even other malware variants. How do we, involve the law enforcement agencies, for example, like the police, to be able to test our own cyber laws? And I do not know most probably upfront is going to be quite expensive, but later on, if you translate the cybercrime itself, the cost of the cyber crimes against the cost to build a system, yeah, it could be very good. No? The cost to build a system could be lower than the cost of the cybercrime itself. And most importantly for Malaysia, I see it as a capability and capacity building, just to upgrade ourselves, just to keep pace with the cyber criminals' work. It's just like, again, a cat and mouse game. Yeah, who is the superhero here? And emergency readiness is to combine CSERT and also CERT with forensics. Yeah, so that not only to provide technical resolution, but also at the same time, how do you get the evidence, the good evidence, right evidence to be able to prosecute the cyber criminals? So with that, I end my presentation. Thank you.
We have one more presenter, but before Dr.A sits down, are there any questions that you want to ask at the moment on the floor? You have to be aware that Adley told me everybody has to ask a question before you go home today, so we need some questions at some point.
Yeah, have a seat. Thank you.
All right. Thanks very much. We'll introduce